Are you ready? Are you ready to get your fix? Are you ready? Are you ready to get your fix? Are you ready? Are you ready to get your fix? Are you ready? Are you ready to get your fix? Are you ready? Are you ready to get your fix? Are you ready to get your fix?
With the Wicks here on this beautiful Thursday, June 23rd, 2022, and welcome to the show, whether that's on Facebook or on YouTube. If you're on Facebook, do me a favor, hit the like and hit the share. If you're on YouTube, hit we will get there. So hopefully today it looks a lot better and the lagging is probably gone. Let's just be honest, got a webcam. Shit's garbage, okay? Absolute trash, to say the least. Takes away the lighting, takes away everything, the little aspects of the show. Makes me laggy. Hopefully it isn't laggy right now. By laggy, I mean my words don't match with my mouth, and if that is the case, let me know so I can get that fixed ASAP. The mic is ready to rock and roll. Let's hope it doesn't glitch out like it has decided to the past couple of shows. Don't know the reason behind that, so I'm got the old headphone in to make sure that does not happen. And if it does happen, well, we'll have to figure something out, right? Because can't have it. We just can't have it. So today, actually this whole week, there really hasn't been much happening around the NFL. So I thought it'd be a good idea to bring up one guy whose family has made an amazing name for themselves in the National Football League. That man, Arch Manning, has officially committed to the University of Texas. Horns up, or what do you say? Hook 'em. That's what hashtag hook 'em. We'll get to that in just a few moments and give you my couple 2 cents on that, my thoughts on that, and my opinions on that, and what actually has occurred for the University of Texas throughout their existence, basically, or at least for the past 20-some years. Then we're going to bounce over to the last of the 32 rookies that have finally signed his NFL contract. That man being Kenny Pickett for the Pittsburgh Steelers. And then last but not least, training camp is right around the corner. Really, we're unsure of when those dates were going to be posted, but they have officially been announced by the NFL, the reporting dates for training camp for every single team, all 32 teams in the NFL. We'll get to that at the end of the show. So with that being said, are you ready to get your fix? So Arch Manning has officially committed to the University of Texas. Yes, this man right here, ladies and gentlemen, an absolute stud, a 5-star athlete coming out of high school. Cannot wait to see what he is going to bring us in the future when he finally or eventually or hopefully makes it to the NFL. I mean, his 2 older uncles, I should say, because I believe he is the son of not Peyton and not Eli. So Eli Manning, legendary quarterback in the National Football League, right? 2-time Super Bowl champion with the New York Giants. And Peyton Manning, 2-time, I believe, or 2 or 3-time Super Bowl champ, maybe even more than that. Had a couple or won a Super Bowl with the Colts, won a Super Bowl with the Denver Broncos. We know where he stands. One of the greatest of all times. Not the greatest of all time, because that, ladies and gentlemen, is this man right here, Tom fucking Brady. Okay? There's no debate. All right? 7 rings. How you doing? Keep it moving. But Arch Manning has officially committed to the University of Texas, and it's an interesting decision. He had Alabama. He had Georgia. Shit, he had the entire college area, or landscape to basically choose where he wanted to play ball. I believe Arch Manning is actually from Texas, so this makes a little bit of sense, but at the same time, is this the right choice for Arch Manning? Well, starting in 2001, working our way all the way to 2009, the University of Texas, the Texas Longhorns, were absolute dogs on the football field, okay? They were winning caliber teams. I believe Vince Young was on one of those teams for a little while, and others alike. From the span of 2001 to 2009, the Texas Longhorns had a record of 101 wins and only 16 losses. In those 8 years, or 9 years if you count 2001, that is where you'd want to play football. A winning program, a team that you know if you go to, you're going to have a great chance of getting drafted. However, since 2009, the Texas Longhorns have basically been about 500 until I believe it was in 2018 where they had a record of 10-4. Pretty solid. That's a winning year. Even 8-5 is a winning year, which I believe is the next year after they were 10-4, and then they dropped down again to I believe it was 7-4 or 7-5, one of the two. But last season was one of the worst seasons the Texas Longhorns have had in their existence, in the history of their university football program. Garbage. They finished last season with a record of 5-7. 5-7. Now, if you look at the map of where high school players are drafted from, the majority of those players come from Texas. Interesting, right? Now, I know if you're a simpleton and if you really don't understand the whole aspect of college football, you'd think to yourself, well, if you're from Texas, wouldn't you want to play for your home state's college? That isn't always the case. You have better opportunities other places. You can start other places. You have a better outlook for your future in other places. But Arch Manning, I believe he's from Texas. I should have done my due diligence and my research. I believe he is from Texas. And he decides to stay home close to family where he can train, get the right nutritionist, get the right workouts, and have the right mentors, being Peyton Manning, who doesn't live in Texas. But I'm sure from time to time he'll show him a few tricks of his trade. And Eli Manning as well. I believe he doesn't live in Texas either. But last season, when they finished 5-7, you kind of think to yourself, is this program dying? Are they getting worse? What is going on? Like they just can't win football games? Is it the head coaching? Or is it the defensive coordinator, the offensive coordinator? Is it just their players? And I'm going to cross one off the list right now. It's not their quarterback room. Promise you that. Because here's why. This is the University of Texas quarterbacks in 2023. This is what they have on their roster. Hudson Card, who was a number 2 quarterback recruit in 2020. Pretty good. Quinn Ewers, I think it's Ewers, number 1 quarterback recruit in 2021. Malik Murphy, number 12 quarterback recruit in 2022. And today, with the official commitment, Arch Manning joins that list as the number 1 overall record or overall recruit in 2023. This is their quarterback room. Basically top 5. Basically top 2 except Malik Murphy. Which, if I had to guess, might have to find a new home. And that's okay. We see Malik Willis do that. Can't remember what college he transferred from right off the top of my head, but he ended up going to Liberty University, still a Division I college, but he got drafted. So it can happen. Arch Manning has picked a good college, in my opinion. He's picked a college that were down in the dumps last year, but a college that can find its way back to potentially a national championship appearance. Not quite going to say win it, because we all know what college or what the college national tournament really is. There's teams that have been selected to be in that tournament that probably shouldn't have in the first place. And there's also teams that weren't in it, that should have been in it. It's just how it goes. But I think with Arch Manning signing with Texas, I think he gives them the opportunity to maybe bring them back up to the mountaintop and bring them back to the promised land being the national championship. Moving forward, it's back to the NFL, because let's be honest, I don't cover the NCAA high school football. I just don't. Once I am able to, have 4 or 5 dudes in the same spot on the same show, just talking back and forth, we're going to stick to the NFL as much as possible, unless like today when nothing's actually happening. So let's go to the NFL, where we have officially had all 32 first-round picks sign their rookie contract, with the latest and the last being Pittsburgh Steelers quarterback Kenny Pickett. There he is, all smiling away, just cheesing hard. I did it. I fucking did it. I got my contract. Let's go, Steel City. Are you ready to win? Huh? Let's get this thing on the road. Let's start winning some ball games. I am pumped to be here. I played at the University of Pitt. I shared the same training facility as you guys did, so you got to see me on a regular basis of what I can do, what I cannot do. And I'm ready to rock and roll. And now, Kenny Pickett is under a 4-year contract worth $14 million. All of it. Yes, all of it. Fully guaranteed. Now, all first-round draft picks, every single one of them, I believe, get fully guaranteed contracts. That's just been part of the norm the last couple years. It's just what you have to do when you get signed on your rookie deal. Now, this 4-year, $14 million fully guaranteed contract also includes a $7.4 million signing bonus. So once he signs $7.4 million, he gets right off the bat. I'm sure he would get that in the coming months, because like I said a couple weeks ago when we talked about Aaron Rodgers restructuring his contract, or they basically moved up or split his signing bonus into 2 paydays, one of which he got paid the week we talked about, I believe it was like 2 weeks ago, and another payment coming in September. So the signing bonus doesn't come right away. It comes after a little bit of time. Obviously, they have enough time to do so. So that means all 32, like I mentioned earlier, are officially signed. All 32 first-round draft picks are officially signed. It's been a long time coming. I believe the nature of this contract was taking forever because of the fact that they are working on other contracts in the building. They knew what they had to get Kenny Pickett paid, and they knew that they had a timeline, and they knew when they wanted to get done, and they chose today. So Kenny Pickett, congratulations to Kenny Pickett on getting a massive, massive deal. And he also has a 5th-year option on that contract as well. I believe it's a team option. So it's like basically what a team option is they can either choose to extend you or pick up your 5th-year option, which basically means you play for that team for the 5th year under a base salary, or they can cut you or waive you, basically. And when you put on waivers, obviously the worst team gets first dibs, the second worst team gets second dibs, and so on and so forth. So that is what has currently happened. Kenny Pickett, the newest signee of not only the 2022 first-round NFL draft, but the Pittsburgh Steelers. So once again, congratulations. Give him a round of applause, folks. So Kenny Pickett gets signed, And shortly after, we learn about the upcoming training camp in which the NFL has officially announced the reporting dates for training camp for every single team. We will show them to you right here. Hopefully you guys can see them. It might be a little blurry, but I will help you out, okay? Let's dive right into it. The Buffalo Bills, basically they will all be there July 23rd. Rookies come out July 18th. The Miami Dolphins, rookies July 19th, veterans July 26th. The Patriots, look, the rookies are either going to be there the 18th, the 19th, the 23rd, the 24th, the 26th. They kind of all fluctuate, so I'll just give you the veterans, okay? The New England Patriots, everyone will be there July 26th. The Jets, everyone will be there July 26th. For the AFC North, the Baltimore Ravens, everyone will be there the 26th, as will the Bengals, the Browns, and the Pittsburgh Steelers. In the AFC South, the Houston Texans, the Indianapolis Colts, and the Tennessee Titans, everyone will be at training camp July 26th. And the Jacksonville Jaguars will be there July 24th. AFC West, we have the Denver Broncos, the Kansas City Chiefs, and the Los Angeles Chargers, in which every single veteran rookie will be there July 26th. And last but not least, the Las Vegas Raiders, in which every single person on their roster will be reporting July 20th. So now let's move over to the NFC side of things. We have the NFC teams right here. The East, the North, the South, and the West. Same goes for these guys. In the East, the Dallas Cowboys, the New York Football Giants, the Philadelphia Eagles, and the Washington Commanders, everyone will be reporting July 26th. In the NFC North, the Chicago Bears, the Detroit Lions, the Green Bay Packers, and the Minnesota Vikings will be reporting July 26th. In the NFC South, the Atlanta Falcons, the Carolina Panthers, the New Orleans Saints, and the Tampa Bay Buccaneers, everyone will have reported by July 26th. And finally, the NFC West, where the Arizona Cardinals, the Los Angeles Rams, the San Francisco 49ers, and the Seattle Seahawks will be reporting July 26th. The Rams everyone will be reporting, rookies and veterans, on July 23rd. So we're a little over a month away from training camp. Pumped for it. I cannot wait, because the one thing that stands out right there is the NFC North, the Detroit Lions. They are going to be aired on this year's episodes or this year's season of Hard Knocks training camp, and I cannot wait to see what MCDC and the boys have in store for us. Get to see some motivational speeches. Maybe get to see some biting of the kneecaps. You never know. I cannot wait. It's going to be electrifying. Once I see those dates and once I figure out the dates for Hard Knocks training camp, we will be first here to report it for you guys. So with that being said, there is not a lot going on in the world of the National Football League. It is literally dead. We are in the dead time, the dead period. And that's because literally no football is happening. After mandatory minicamp, players have a chance to go back home, visit their families until they have to come back a month later in a grueling time in training camp, where players will get cut, players' dreams will come true, and the rosters for the regular season, the 2022 regular season, will officially be set by the end of it. So with that being said, enjoy the rest of your day. It is a hot one out, so stay hydrated. Make smart choices. Be happy. And never take life for granted. Every day you wake up is a day that you cannot regret and is a day that you should always be happy. So have a great one. We'll be back here. Actually, tomorrow, here's a little update. We will not have the show tomorrow. I'm going to be working on a little something with my new group, my new partnership. Basically, it's sort of like that. I will be a content creator for the group called The Syndicate. basically what it entails is there's a Detroit Lions syndicate. They cover the Detroit Lions. There's a Pittsburgh Steelers syndicate. They cover the Pittsburgh Steelers. And there's the Denver Broncos syndicate, and they cover the Denver Broncos, obviously. And I will have the opportunity to join that group and be a part of it, in which I will be the leader, the host of the Minnesota Vikings syndicate, and that will start Monday. First video will air Monday. Hopefully you guys have fun. Hopefully you guys see that. And I'm excited to get it rolling. So I'm going to have to get working on that tonight and tomorrow. It's going to be a fun time. I cannot wait. So enjoy the rest of your day. We won't be back here tomorrow. So we'll see you Monday at 6 p.m. Central Time. Like always, have a great one. And you just got your fix with a Wix. Deuces, folks.